Hey everyone, it's Amanda from Loops and Love Crochet. I'm back with the third video in this crochet bag tutorial here. So you're watching part 3 today. And in this part of the video, we're going to work the handles of the crochet bag. So in the first section, the first video, I showed you how to work the base. The second video, I got you started on the tapestry crochet section. And for the third video today, we're going to learn how to add the handle to the bag here. So as you can see, this bag here, this one's finished. It has the handle on here, and we're going to work the handle at the same time as working the last few rounds of the crochet bag. Now, as an alternative, there's also another video with this bag on my YouTube channel that shows how to add little D-rings to the side to make like add purse straps to it, or a crossbody strap, or some other kind of strap instead of a crochet tote bag sort of style bag there. So you can check that out, and as well the instructions for that are also in the blog post for this crochet pattern. So today we're going to get started on working the handle for the bag here. Okay, so now I've just switched to the smaller size of the bag in this pattern. This pattern is written in 2 sizes. I was just showing you the larger size bag, and now here is the smaller size. And we're going to be adding crochet straps to this bag here. So I've worked this all in back loop only single crochet. After the tapestry crochet section, I've just worked 2 rounds of back loop only single crochet in the same color as the base, so this turquoise color. So I've just finished up 2 rounds of that, and now we're going to start working the handles. So if you're working a different crochet bag, I do have a video tutorial on my YouTube channel that will show you how to do some of the math involved in placing your handles or your straps on your bag. Because we're following this pattern here today, I have all the numbers figured out for you already. So because we're working with the smaller bag, the numbers we're working with are going to be for the small bag. However, you're going to apply the same video to the larger bag if you're making the larger one, and all those numbers are also in the pattern on the blog. So we're going to start out with single crocheting in the first 6 stitches. So I'm just going to chain 1, and I'm going to be working in regular single crochet stitches, not in back loop only anymore. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so now from here, we're going to start our handles here. So we're going to chain 60 stitches, which will be one of our handles. Now, depending on your desired handle length, you might want to chain more or less, but it's 60 stitches here for the smaller size bag. So you're just going to start out just by making a really long chain of 60 stitches. So I'll finish the rest of my chain off camera, and I'll meet you when I'm finished it. Okay, so here's my super long chain here of 60 stitches. Now here's the tricky part. Making sure that you're not twisting the chain at all. So I'm just going to lay it nice and flat, making sure that it's not twisted at all. You're going to skip 21 stitches here, and that's where the armhole is going to be. And then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So we're going to skip 21 stitches across the top, and then we're going to single crochet, and I've already marked that one off camera. We're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So making sure there's 21 in here that are not crocheted in at all. And without twisting the chain here, we're just inserting our hook into the next stitch and completing a single crochet. So that'll be our first armhole here. And you can just double check it to make sure your chain didn't twist, because it's easier to check it now than to have to go back and pull out all of your rows of stitches on the handle if there's a twist in it, because it is quite obvious if you twist your chain by accident there. Okay, so now we're just gonna keep working around. So we did single crochet there, we're going to single crochet in the next 14 stitches. So we did 2. Okay, so there's our 14th stitch here. So now we're on the other side of the bag here. And our stitches should line up so that the next handle is in the same spot as the handle on the other side. This will make it so it lines up nicely, your bag looks nice and even, and your handles aren't offset from each other. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to chain 60 stitches again. And then we'll skip those 21 stitches again for the small bag, a different number for the large bag, so make sure you check that out. And then we'll single crochet in the next stitch. So I'll start out by working my chain of 60, and then I'll meet you back on camera here when the chain is done, and then I'll show you how to work the chain back in again. Okay, we're back here with the super long chain of 60 here, and making sure that it's sitting nice, not twisted at all. So the right side of the chain is on the outside here. We're going to skip 21 stitches here across the middle, and then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. And I've marked that one off camera just so I didn't have to count it here on camera. And I'll just work a couple of single crochet stitches here, and then I will check the chain, making sure it looks good. Yeah, so when you check yours, just make sure that it's not twisted, because again, when you start working the next round into your chain, you'll really be able to tell when it flips all of a sudden. And there we go. So from here, we're just going to work single crochet stitches all the way around to the end. So that'll be in the last 14 stitches here. So once we get around to the end here, we're going to join like we did every other round with a slip stitch, and then we're going to chain 1, and then we'll start the next round of the handles here. All right, there we are. So now we're going to work single crochet stitches in each stitch around, including in each of the chain stitches. So I'll start that off here just to get you going, and then I'll finish up off camera here. But here's our first stitches. So that was the same first 6 that we worked last round. Now we're going to work in the chain. So we're just going to work in the top part of the chain. So making sure that the right side of the chain is facing you. You're just going to insert your crochet hook in the top part of each of the chain stitches and complete a single crochet stitch. So you're going to go along both of the chains for the handles. So we're going to work this one handle, and then we'll single crochet in the stitches between the handles, and then we'll single crochet in each stitch over the second handle, and then we'll finish off by working single crochet stitches all the way until the end of the round, and that'll be the first round into our handles. So I'll finish up this round off camera, and then we'll see what it looks like at the end of this round here. Okay, here we are, finished our first round of stitches into the handle, into the chain for the handle. So this is what you should have here. Now, if your handles are starting to kind of twist a little bit or curl a little bit, I do find that goes away when you start using the bag a little bit more. I don't know if it's just because the stitches are tight at the start, but I do find it loosens up once you start using the bag, just in case you were experiencing a little bit of twisting. You can see a little bit in my straps as well. So there's our first round. Now we're going to work another round into the handle, and you can make the handles as thick or as thin as you'd like them to be, just depending on the size of bag and your preference. So I'll add one more stitch or one more round of the handle, and then we can see what it looks like there. And then if you'd like to add another round of handle stitches, you're more than welcome to continue on with that. So to work this next round of the handle, as you can see, I'm just working single crochet stitches into each stitch around. And this one's a lot easier. The round where the previous round that we just did, where you're working your stitches into the chain, that one is the longest round to work, just because getting into those chain stitches and keeping it straight takes a little bit longer. You have to work a little bit slower. But now we're just working some crochet stitches into the single crochet stitches from the previous round. So that should be pretty smooth sailing. And our handle width after this round will be 2 rows here. But then you can add another round if you'd like to after that as well. So yeah, we'll just continue adding single crochet stitches into each stitch around until we're all the way back at the other end. So I will meet you over there. All right, here we are. Our bag is now finished here. I ended up working an extra round of the handle here. So there's a total of 3 rounds into the handle. So first we did the chain and then worked 3 rounds of the handle. And then once you do your slip stitch into the last stitch of the round and join that, and then cut your yarn and pull through. Other than weaving in your ends, your bag has been complete. So again, you can work as many or as few rounds into the handle as you like. So you can make it as wide or as skinny as you like it to be. But otherwise, our bag is now complete. So we have the smaller size bag here, and then we have the larger size bag here as well. So again, the pattern is similar on both bags here, just for a different size. So you can find more details on both of these bags on my blog, loopsandlovecrochet.com. And I'd love it if you subscribe to this YouTube channel and followed Loops and Love Crochet on Facebook and on Instagram. All right, thanks for watching.